guys, welcome back to Fun with Frank. In this video, we are looking top 10 movies for 2022. Make no mistake, movies are coming back big time in 2022. After 2 years of postponed releases, shuttered theaters and halted productions, cinema has fought back with the first half of this year bringing a flood of excellent exercises in movie mastery, ranging from spectacular blockbusters and scuzzy delights to tender character dramas and genre-busting game changers. It's clearer than ever that the big screen experience has so much to offer, transporting us through the new worlds or deeper into our own, and connecting us with bold, brilliant characters along the way. Already, 2022 has produced new works from acclaimed filmmakers, stunning debuts from vibrant new voices, sequels that outperform the originals, and works of such sheer imaginative power that they are destined to go down as all-time classics. To commemorate the halfway point of the year, Team Fun with Frank gathered to vote on the best movies of 2022 thus far, and the list that emerged demonstrated a remarkable breadth of filmmakers, stories, genres, and mediums that demonstrate what a rich cinematic landscape we're living in right now. Dive into the top 10 below, as always. Keep in mind that films must have been released in the UK or the US by January 1, 2022 to be eligible. Bring on the next 6 months of cinema. Before we get started, make sure to like the video, subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon. Number 1. Top Gun Maverick. Pete Maverick Michelle, Tom Cruise, is where he belongs after more than 30 years of service as one of the Navy's top aviators, pushing the envelope as a courageous test pilot and voiding the advancement in rank that would ground him. Maverick meets Lieutenant Bradley Bradshaw, Miles Teller, call sign Rooster, the son of Maverick's late friend and radar intercept officer, Lieutenant Nick Bradshaw, also known as Goose, while training a detachment of Top Gun graduates for a specialized mission, the likes of which no living pilot has ever seen. Maverick is drawn into a confrontation with his own deepest fears as he faces an uncertain future and confronts the ghosts of his past, culminating in a mission that demands the ultimate sacrifice from those who chosen to fly it. Number 2. The Batman. When a sadistic killer leaves a trail of cryptic clues, Batman ventures into Gotham City's underworld. As the evidence points closer to home as the scope of the perpetrator's plans becomes clear, he must forge new relationships, unmask the culprit, and bring justice to the city's long-standing abuse of power and corruption. Number 3. Everything Everywhere All at Once. Directed by Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert, collectively known as Daniels, the film is hilarious in a big-hearted science fiction action-adventure about an exhausted Chinese-American woman, Michelle Yeoh, who can't seem to finish her taxes. Somewhere out there is a small but devoted large group who regards Swiss Army Man as an unheralded classic. This high-concept multiversal science fiction is the first proper showcase of what directing duo, the Daniels, can do for the rest of us. Everything Everywhere All at Once does exactly what the title implies, sending you spinning through time and space in exhilarating style. With Michelle Yeoh launching from laundromat owner, going through metal strife, basically a Mike Leigh character, to action star and back again, then into a slew of other adventures. Number 4. The Northman. The Northman is an epic revenge thriller about how far a Viking prince will go to seek justice for his father's murder. It's a wild and tippy ride that alternates between reality and sequences that take you into the mystical world of the Vikings and back out again. It's also meticulously made, with much attention to detail as possible based on actual 10th century Viking life. Number 5. Turning Red. Until Chinese-Canadian filmmaker Domi Shi came along with this adorable creature feature about a 13-year-old girl who transforms into a red panda when big emotions come knocking. No Pixar film has ever been directed by a female filmmaker. It's based on her own childhood. Okay, not the panda part, and is filled with authentic adolescent growing pains. The only disappointment is that it was only available on Disney Plus because its surprisingly Godzilla-like climax would have looked epic on the big screen. Number 6. Prey. Prey, set in the Comanche Nation 300 years ago, tells the story of Naru, a young woman who is a fierce and highly skilled warrior She was raised in the shadow of some of the Great Plains' most legendary hunters, so when danger threatens her camp, she sets out to protect her people. The prey she stalks and eventually confronts is a highly evolved alien predator with a technologically advanced arsenal, resulting in a vicious and terrifying showdown between the two adversaries. Number 7. Happening. 1963, France. Anne is an excellent young student with a bright future ahead of her. But when she becomes pregnant, she sees a chance to finish her studies and escape the constraints of her social background slipping away. Happening, which won the Golden Lion at the Venice International Film Festival last fall, follows Anne over several weeks as she attempts to terminate a pregnancy. Because the story takes place in 1963, when abortion was still illegal in France, her ordeal is shrouded in shame and secrecy. The story is set in the southwestern town of Angoulême, where Anne is a top university student and is adapted by Divan and Marcel Romano from Annie Ernaux's sharply observed 2000 memoir. However, it also returns to us a more widely recognized era when doctors couldn't openly perform abortions for fear of losing their licenses, or worse, when even assisting a woman in obtaining an abortion could land a person in prison. Number 8. Fire of Love. The film Fire of Love tells the story of two French lovers, Katie and Maurice Kraft, who were killed in a volcanic explosion while doing the very thing that brought them together, unraveling the mysteries of a planet while simultaneously capturing the most explosive volcano imagery ever recorded. They changed their understanding of the natural world and saved tens and thousands of lives along the way. Hours of previously unseen 16mm film and thousands of photographs revealed the birth of modern volcanology through an unlikely lens, the love of its two pioneers. Number 9. X. X 2022 is a Travis-directed and written American slasher film. Jacob Jaffe, Kevin Turin, and Harrison Christ produced. It follows a group of teenagers who travel to a rural area to film an adult film, where they are apprehended by village elders and begin their war. Mia Goth, Jenna Ortega, Martin Henderson, Brittany Snow, and Scott Mescudi are among the actors who have appeared in this film. Number 10. Marcel, the shell with shoes on. Marcel is an adorable 1-inch tall shell who lives with his grandmother Connie and their pet Lind Allen. They were once a part of a sprawling community of shells, but now they are the sole survivors of a mysterious tragedy. However, when a documentary filmmaker discovers them among the clutter of Marcel's Airbnb, the short film he posts online brings Marcel millions of passionate fans, as well as unprecedented dangers and a new hope of reuniting with his long-lost family. In this hilarious and heartwarming story about finding connection in the most unexpected places, a beloved character makes his big screen debut. Thank you for watching the video.